Welcome to another program of Painting with TAli, your art collection. We're doing flamingos today, and they're from the Caribbean. Let's get started right away. What you want to do is a horizon line, first and foremost. Very simple horizon line. And then you just apply your bushes that are in the distant, your trees and brush. Okay? Okay, that's what you're going to do first. And of course, you're going to do your circle shapes. And we're going to do a circle shape here and one here. Two of the flamingos, and then of course your neck. You're going to design your necks, your faces. You're going to design the little legs. And one principal flamenco is going to be right here. It's going to be a little higher his head because it's going to do a type of a pyramid. Pyramid to the side. It's going to be doing that in the composition. The other two come like this. Do a vase design with one in the center, of course, and this one and one in the center. The two in the center here are further away, making the composition perfect. And then you go with the legs. Now there's going to be one around here, and it's going to be picking out something out of the water because they feed on crawfish or something like that. And then you're going to do your little reflections. And that's basically how you're going to compose. And what you're going to do, of course, when you get your kneaded rubber eraser, when you need to erase certain areas that you need to erase. And if you need to erase all of it, just get an old pajama, and I'll just take everything off, totally off, perfectly. After you do that, you have to, of course, spray it. And we're going to be spraying it with the Mixin, well, it's going to be the Mistin Workable Fixative Spray. It's from Grombacher, and it's the one that's going to do the trick here so that when you put your waters on here, because this is acrylics and it's based on water, the pigment won't decompose. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. And also, let's take this off a second. And what do we do with this drawing? We throw it away, and we get one that's already made that we took all the time in the world to do. All right, now we're putting back our clock there. So, what we're going to do right now is figure our colors here. Now, I want to thank the people at Kolinort. They sent me the Grombacher color Finest. I'm using one of them, which is the cerulean blue, and the other one is going to be like a turquoise color. Okay, let me get kind of like a 1/2 inch here. It's going to do the trick for me. Now, actually, I like using a 1/2 inch. No, a 3/4 inch. Sometimes. So what I want to do is get in that sky. Okay. Now, I like the smaller brush here, because I can go with the necks. Sometimes it has a little bit of dirtiness, not dirtiness, but particles that you don't want. Okay, so we're filling in the neck areas here. To get in that blue, we have to go around it. That's why we're using this brush. And here we go. Square brushes are great. Now, I want you to know that I might be doing makeup in your area because I like doing makeup artistry, so once in a while I do that for major cosmetic lines at times. But every time I get into doing makeup, which I enjoy because you have to have the genius to know that one eyebrow is smaller than the other, or they got some, you know, and then they pretend that, I mean, the people that are around me think, you know, they can do the same I can. They can't. Sorry, if you can't paint the Mona Lisa, you can't do a better makeup job. You know, you got to be an artist here. I enjoy doing that, so I might be doing that in your area. So call the voicemail that comes out at the end of the show, and I might be doing makeup in your area. So we got that turquoise blue sky going on really well. And for you guys that are wanting the classes, there are classes that I do give. They're free. Everything I'm offering, of course, is I'm not charging for it. It's free. The classes are free, and they call the voicemail, and you'll know where they are, at what times they are. So, okay, here we are filling in. It takes about 200 years sometimes to make a background. Hold on. And that is the cobalt turquoise. Okay, now here we go. See, I'm right now with the smaller brush, and the smaller brush has to be doing outlining around the necks. Because in impressionistic painting, you just dab. All elements are solids that are being hit by light. So you just put the light there, the light and the color and tone that it should be. So these are all solids. What I'm doing right now is not a solid, it's a gas. So it's the atmosphere, it's behind it. But it forms a color. That's what happens in nature. Okay. And since I was doing with a smaller brush, it took me a longer time. Okay, that's wonderful. Fabulous. Okay, that's going to be our background right there. Now, a little bit of white will do just well. Okay, a little bit of white in the bottom part of the horizon. Okay? A little bit of white in the bottom part of the horizon here will do fine. Okay, we want to do that. A little bit of white in the bottom of the horizon. Okay, a little bit of white there in those areas. Okay, see, that's going to do very well, and then it's going to blend it a little more, and blend it a little more, and blend it a little more around it, creating atmosphere. Okay. Okay. Now, the water's going to be more into a blue tone, which is the same blue tone we're using, okay? Which is that cerulean blue. It's also Grombacher. And we're using the canvas board also, the Grombacher canvas board. It has triple coating of gesso, and the effects are fabulous. So this is a different type of blue, just a little bit, and I'm going to get a little bit of the green, the turquoise green, which is the cobalt turquoise, mixing it in with that blue because I don't want it exactly too cobalt, too in the bluer, more in the greener, more a little bit in the greener. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're doing fine. Okay. Oh, okay. So when it comes down here, you guys, when it comes down here, don't worry too much about it because the transparency is still coming out. The transparency is still coming out. You can go right over their legs. No problem. More blue. We need more blue. The transparency is still coming out over here with no problem. Okay, because I'm keeping my whites virgin, the whites of the flamingos, because I need those whites virgin. I need them, you know, with no pigment on there. So that then they go glazed with the pink, with the right kind of pink. Okay, so these are going straight down. These are going straight down, okay? They're going straight down. Okay, this blue is going straight down. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I'm blurring here. I gotta now all of it has to be blurred in. Some of the birds have to be painted over with blue a little bit, but that's to get it homogeneous. Okay. Okay, that's doing fine. Now we're going to get these and put them in here for a second. Now we're going to get into a fuchsia color. Oh gosh, okay. Now that is the Theo Violet, Thio Violet, Theo Violet. It's also from Finest. Okay, and then we are getting into the Candium Red Light, also from Finest. These are great paints. Okay, we're going to do a mixture of those two. We're getting a virgin brush here now to do that. Okay. And then we're going to go with whites over that. We don't want to dip too much water in. And when you dip too much water, just get your sponge, put it over your sponge. I mean, just, I hate talking. I don't want to talk anymore, okay? Okay. So what we're doing is filling in our flamingo with a really rich fuchsia pinky about it. And the round brush is helping out to do that. Okay. See how beautiful and exciting it is. And this isn't the best part yet. The best part comes when you start to block. We're just doing transparencies here. That's all we're doing right now. Just transparency. Make sure you get the legs too, because the legs are pink. The legs on these animals are pink. Uh-huh, okay. Okay. Get the head in there. Great brush, nothing like a good brush. Now I don't use natural fibers, you know, like natural hair from animal brush, because they're no good for acrylics. Acrylics work better with your what you make with your nylon artificial ones. Okay. Getting the leg in there, getting the leg in there. Okay, got to do these legs. And got to do these legs too. It takes a pulse, baby. Oh, it does take a pulse. But I'm used to it, I guess. Here we go with 200 years on these flamingo faces.
It's time to use that deep voice. I know that sometimes I get carried away, and I just want you guys to know that I'll be there for you when you need me.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, all right. Oh, isn't that beautiful? God. Oh, this is the right tone. It has that orangey. See, flamingos are between orangey and pink. There's just an incredible color. They're just fabulous. Oh, God, they're so fabulous. Anyway, I got to cover the whole beak on this guy. I'm doing between that orange color, the cadmium yellow light, and the violet, whatchamacallit violet here, the thio, T-H-I-O, Theo. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're on those right now. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then we don't want to forget the little dabadooyas here, the little dabbies, and dabbies because, you know, they're on the water.
It's time for that deep voice again, I just realized. Yes, it's time to just get these colors really nicely here. And, yeah, get that type of tone right there in the colors. Yes, yes, that's it. We'll do just fine.
Okay. Oh, now, while that's going to dry up, I'm going to get some green here. And they have already like a forest green, phthalo green, yellow shade, I mean, they have forest green. Okay. They have such crazy names on here. I can't even read them. Yeah, and then I'm going to get a little bit of burnt sienna. A little bit of burnt sienna. Because we need to do the bushes back there. The bushes back here. Yes. Call me irresponsible, call me unpredictable, throw in unreliable too. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. You are the promised kiss of springtime. I get into these songs. I love these romantic songs. Okay, got the bushes done. And we're gonna go with the sienna. We got because I didn't put my timer. I forgot to put my timer. So I got 9 minutes there, and I probably really have like 5, I think, you know. So that is going to be too watery right now. Okay. Thank you very much. They just told me I got 7 minutes. I do appreciate Mr. Flood for being here, helping me do the show. Michael and I have gotten this down to a science, and also my new assistant that has been very nice, and her name is Elaine Reynolds. I call her Elena. Elenita. Okay. Okay, now I'm goofing off. I'm goofing off, just goofing off. I mean, the horizon needs a little bit of... Yeah, okay. Now we are getting into the point where we need the white with some of the pinks, and then the super highlights on those animals are going to come out, like, you know, their feathers and things. Okay. Okay. Getting into the pinkies. Okay. Okay, see? Okay, see. Now, see, I love you very much. No, I love you so. Okay. Okay, see? Okay. Na. You know, I bought these brushes, man, I want to break them. I mean, they're just too damn long. I got them on sale. I mean, they were pretty good. But I don't paint like that at far distances, darling. Okay. I forgot how the flamingo face is. I don't have a flamingo model. Okay. Okay. I can't, you know. Sometimes it's hard to paint like this because you just don't have the angle that you need to put the stroke, the brush stroke. Sweetie, can you have any compassion on me, sweetie? Huh? TAli comes to you and with a lot of sacrifice. But I enjoy all you fans out there that really give me the support. Because I'm not making any... Okay, I'll say it. I'm not making any, you know, like statements that I'm having a rough time. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I'm just playing around. But the legs need the highlighties.
The highlights on the legs over here. All right, yeah, put the highlights in there, man. Pretty cool, yeah. What these? Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. See. That's how the highlights start coming in. Remember, the guys that are closer to you, you want them to express them out better. Now, how is that flamingo face thing? Oh, there was some white around here. Yeah, they got some white around there, yeah, on the beak. And then we're going to go to some black. I know they got some white around here on the face. You know, everything on me is like on automatic. I mean, I have to, you know, people would see me around town. And I'd be looking at a butterfly, examining it, looking at a bird or something. They think I'm on drugs or something. I'm just analyzing it so I can record it on my mind for when I need to paint it or draw it. You have to analyze this. There's science in this. And everybody just passes by and don't smell the roses. How mediocre. Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to be leaving here pretty soon, but that's not so bad. I need some black for the tippies of their mouth, tips of the beaks. There's some black on there. Black on there and black for the little eye there. Okay, they got a little bit of black that they need there. Mm-hmm. Okay. And this one down here. Okay. Gosh. Okay. I think I have a few, about like 2 minutes or so. And what I'm going to do with these 2 minutes, I'm going to lighten up the sky. Oh, okay, I got 1 minute actually. Okay. I'm going to lighten up the sky in this 1 minute outtake in a second here. Okay. Lighten up the sky here a little bit there and there. Uh-huh. Oh, and then put in the water lines. The water lines that we need, you know. You'll put them on more calmly, sweetie, when you have all the time in the world to do it. Now I got to just sign this and let me get the hell out of here. Okay. The signature, of course, I don't have the right. Where is it? Oh, I can't even find it. Wait. Oh, it's not that one. Where is it? Gosh. The signature is T-A, I mean, I could not find the right brush. It just wasn't around. T-A-L-I, TAli. And remember, darlings, it's always going to be the canvas, the cameras, and all you wonderful people out there in the suburbs. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Mills. This is TAli signing off. Hi, welcome to another program of Painting with TAli, your art collection. Today we are doing a flamenco ole española, a Spanish lady, a flamenco Spanish lady. You know, she's like, you know, really pretty heavy on stamping on the floor and stuff like that. Okay, So we know that we have, first of all, when you're looking at your canvas, you know that this is about the right space up here, that she's not going to be further than that. And then her elbow will not be further than this here. And then her other elbow will be about there, plus her mantilla is coming about here. And you get your canvas and divide it, and you divide it in the center. You know, when you did it in the center here, around here is her bust line. Okay, so the important thing here is also to do that arch behind her. We do the arch behind her. And then that evens out, balances out with all the faralao. It's a Spanish word I can't remember in English. Volante, ruffles. Okay, of her dress. Okay. All right. Now, here we go. Her face is here. See, I did her face up there, but it's not supposed to be up there because her mantilla is up there. So the mantilla is up there and her face is more down here, making it closer to the circle here. Okay, so we know that the face is right there. Okay, and then the shoulder is here. We know that the mantilla is there, so the shoulder arm is right there. So this is about the same space that we have up here with the mantilla coming here. So this is about that much area there. This is how, you know, and then we have a big hole here. We know it's there, so we copy it here. We're in the same format. So that's how we are composing it. Okay, we know her arm comes here, and then there's a triangle here of a hole that's going to be like between her legs and her bust line, between her arm and her bust line, and then we know that this other arm is over here. Okay, see, this is how you draw. This is how you draw, and you see spaces and you copy them from what you're seeing here. We know there's a hole here. We know that this much is what's going to go over there, and then her elbow is coming around there. Okay, so it's going to be going around here and then there, and then up and down, and that cleavage or whatever it is there, and we're coming here. And then this lines, these lines of the dress start coming down, and then you do your details, and then your arms. But then, you know, you figure out your shoulder, you figure out the face, you divide it, you kind of know that the eye is here, the other one's there, your cheekbone is there, your mouth is here, your ear is there. Okay, and then, of course, she has that little bundle behind her. Okay, looks like a total mess, but I'm not going to go with a drawing lesson. I just want to get down to the painting, you know. But yeah, that's how I do the drawing lesson. So you can just get an idea how to just compose it, like in your head, doing it real quick, and then you erase with your kneaded rubber eraser, which is the design kneaded rubber eraser. And okay, that's it. Now let's get down to business. Okay, you guys. I hate doing. I mean, I really don't hate doing the drawings, but what in the hell for? I mean, just practice at home. You know, it's your kneaded rubber eraser. You know, it's your charcoal and you know the materials that you use. So you guys that are here in Columbus, you just call the voicemail and you get all the classes and the materials you need to use. It's here in Columbus. Well, the people who live here in Columbus, it's in the Metropolitan Library here in the downtown area, and that's from 1:30 to 4:30 the first Sunday of every single month. Is how I do those. And that's free of charge, of course. It's my service to the community. It's a community service. Because you don't have to go to college to become an artist. I'll tell you, it's like free college. Yeah, just come on over. You'll get to know everything. Yeah, it's I mean, I see these kids. I have a lot of kids that want to paint, that want to get in it. It is wonderful if you can conquer it. But honey, it's a hard job. I mean, I'm telling you, mediocrity has better luck than genius. It doesn't matter how good you are, it's who you know and if you're at the right spot, the right time. That's what matters. But I'll tell you everything you need to know. You don't have to go pay thousands of dollars at the art school. It's ridiculous. I didn't have to. I got all my education for free, direct from France. Well, I got it out there in the Cristobal Rojas School of Art in Caracas. Okay, let me shut up. Now, I remember with this flamenco dancer, I did it before, and I'm doing her again because I'm not too happy with the colors, how they came out before, because she was red, this was orange, didn't do red. The complementary color to red is green, so I want to get like a green, which I'm mixing my colors that Kohlenor Grombacher. There's a line of color called Finest. They have all the colors. I'm using their green and their Candium Yellow Light. No, Hansa Yellow Light. Oh, whatever. You guys play around with your colors. Have your own honeymoon with your colors, because this is not a show on how telling you. It's not one of these shows, okay? People watch my show basically because of they like to be entertained. So I am an entertainer, yes. Okay, and I paint in the middle of it. So the background, isn't that gorgeous green? This is the green I wanted, baby. Okay. Okay, now we're putting the green in there, and I want a yellow for that type of arch or moon that's behind her. So I want a kind of yellow, maybe that's a little bit too pumpkin-y yellow. Gotta go lighter. Okay, want to go a little lighter than that. That's more of a yellow. Fabulous. Granada, Granada, tierra ensangrentada de sangres de toro. Okay. Tierra que conserva el embrujo de los ojos moros. Okay. Wonderful. See, this is the Grombacher canvas board, which they sent me. They donated my material. Kohlenor donated my materials. That's why I'm using their apron. But this has 3 layers of coat on it. So that's why it comes out so beautiful when you put your paint on. Your paint flows wonderfully. Now their brand name is the Finest. Their Finest paint. It's a very fine quality. So it has this smooth quality to it. It's just so wonderful. It's wonderful to paint. I mean, I'm very lucky that that I got this one. There's nothing like great material, huh? Yeah. Okay. Nothing like quality stuff. Okay. Now, how does that look to you? The orange, the green? I don't know. Maybe I'll go with a little bit of more greenish-y type of blue here. Mud it up a little bit. I don't know, but that's all the time I have for that. Wait a minute. What about, yeah, if I do this background, yeah, moss it up a little bit. Yeah, kind of put some pumpkin influence from that arch or whatever it is back there. I mean, it's just it's just an idea. Lovely! I love it! Now, all we need to do, I didn't mean to yell that high. I know that they're hearing me and they have the microphones out there. Now all I need to do is get some of this white, some of this brightness. Brightness. Yes. Okay. Brightness like that. Uh-huh. 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 Is that gorgeous? I can be the happy artist now. Old joke. Okay, now her skin tone.
Wait a minute, it's time for that deep voice again. I just need to get the skin tone here, and it's burnt sienna. I just want you to know that I'm really a serious kind of guy, and I'm not going to let you down when the moment of truth comes around, all right?
Well, back at the ranch. Oh my God, my God. I was just working for a cosmetic company, and the counter manager was so ignorant. And here, you know, I have this TV show, I'm the most known artist in town. And some people are, you know what Jesus, you know, remember when they say, forgive them for they know not what they do? I mean, you know, go condemn, I mean, you know, you don't have the right to condemn anybody. We have our loved ones that have, let's just, you know, they may have their lifestyle. They don't need to be condemned by what do you call it? Mythology. Somebody's mythology, their belief of what mythology they like. I don't know. So ridiculous. It's a soulmate, not a body mate. So let's just get that straight. Okay. TAli can get really nasty. Yeah. I don't, you know, I don't believe in condemning minorities, especially, you know, when we all share in common that that there in any times in history that there has been condemning of certain certain group of people. That's wrong. What makes somebody better than another? You know, it's wrong. It's just not right. Definition of a big star. Definition of a star, you know what definition of a star is? Definition of a star is somebody who is before their time, therefore they illuminate light years away. That's a TAli quotation, by the way. See, some people have to read to come up with their knowledge of wonderful quotations and everything that's been written in the arts as far as literature and philosophy. Some people have to read for their philosophy, and then others create it. That's the difference of being an artist and being someone who appreciates art. Oh, got 12 minutes. Okay. Oh, but I may be doing makeup in your area, so call the voicemail because I love doing makeup, and of course, there's no charge for that. Also, there's no charge for the classes that I give, which I love giving classes because I rescue these people from spending thousands of dollars in these art schools that don't, I mean, going to an art school is the most ridiculous thing. It's like going there because you were born with blue eyes and you have to get a license because your eyes are blue. They were already blue to begin with. I hate that. They just take money from the innocent. It's terrible. Okay. Oh, and another thing. I'm getting on a roll here. Another thing. When they give out tax money, you know, when they give out tax money, well, whose is that money? Well, the people of that town or city or state. Okay, so then, you know how they call people for jury duty? They should call people for art duty, you know? So they can judge the art that's out there, that's exposed out there. In my town, I went to one of these annual annual things that, oh God, I never can get when I'm very upset, I can't even talk. But to make a long story short, they hire, well, they have 3 judges. The judges are people who are supposed to know about art, but they like a certain type of art. And then they discriminate. Yeah. In this day and age, anybody who is a fine artist who can paint like Michelangelo has to sit in the back of the bus. So that's why they gave $10,000 or $20,000 to somebody who put a crucifix in a bottle of urine. Because the stupid 3 judges there, the judges they like that smut, that crap. So all beautiful artists discriminated. Oh. That's why the geniuses never get the money. Oh, and then the art festivals that they have, that you may have or something, an art festival. Well, the only people making money there are the people who sell food. It's all paid by the artists. There's their booth and their things that they have there, you know. It's paid by the artists. I mean, they always live off the art. Oh, and another thing, let me tell you this one too. Every time you see a gallery that's always open and it never closes, well, it's a tax write-off for some doctor for losing business. I hate how they do this to the arts. They abuse the artist. They don't help the artist. And also, let me tell you another one. I'm on a roll here. Oh, there's this Human Rights Foundation thing, you know. I was donating a $3,000 painting. No, they wanted me to buy a ticket. Here I am, a celebrity in town. What do you want? What do you want? A lot of social corporate climbers to go? Oh, they just, you know, why they go and pay like, what was it, $60, $100 for a meal? I'm here donating a $3,000 painting. All I want is a meal. And these this corporate mentality, this mediocrity, this damn world of the automobile. There's going to be nothing left for your children. I don't know, just don't reproduce, okay? Oh, no, it's a tax write-off. It's a tax right now. Oh, because if we had to do it for you, we had to do it for everybody. Oh, yeah, everybody's a big star in town? I don't think so. I mean, I've been years of my life getting to where I am right now. Years of study, years of paying dues, years of exhibitions, years and years. Yeah, and here I'm donating. If you don't support your artist, well, I'm sorry, your artist can't support you. There's no humanity here. Forget it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm so glad that I'm the most known. I will be the most. I am already the most known in Columbus. Thanks to Michael, puts up with me. Everybody who's helped me do this. I mean, I'm really very happy with everybody that helped me put this together. We're needing a new building, actually, to move the station. So we're hoping to find one because there's so many good programs, so many valuable programs that we're doing here. Mine's called Bitching with TAli. And Michael helps out a lot of other people in their programs too, very nice programs too, you know. And it's a wonderful tool that we have in our community because it's non-discriminatory access. And everybody has the opportunity to show and share something. I at least can save you thousands of dollars in a career in the arts, darling. Just come Sunday, first Sunday of every month to the library. Okay. Boy, I got into oh. See, this is why I don't get ulcers anymore. I bitch. I remember at 21 years of age, I had 7 ulcers, 2 in the esophagus, 1 in the duodenum. I was 21 because, you know why? My parents taught me to be a very nice and polite young gentleman. So the rest of the world can use and abuse you? I don't think so. Nice to have your gumption. Nice to be. Look, just be nasty to who's ever nasty to you, and you'll live a little longer. because a rose has to have its spines. Oh, its thorns. In Spanish, it's espinas. That's why I say spine. Okay, okay, okay. Oh!
We got 6 minutes. We better hurry up with the show here. All right, we know that she's going flamenco ole. Okay, okay. Oh, hold on. Her little mouth. She's real cute. And her hair. I need some black. Black. Mm-hmm. Everybody's a star. I'm sorry, not everybody's a star. Excuse me. Since I've been painting so many parrots in my life, I sometimes, I don't know what happens. Sometimes I make these parrot noises. All right. Okay. I wonder if there's somebody out there in the parking lot. You see, this is actually a garage. And I think there is. Hold on. And, okay. See, her mantilla, I love her. Don't you love her? Isn't she so hot? And she's a really, she's a Española. She's a real Spanish lady. They call her a Maja, meaning a very beautiful young lady, a Maja. And then a boy is a Majo. And you can say señorita is a young lady, and also señorito is a young gentleman. Okay. Okay. Granada, tierra ensangrentada de sangres de toros. Tierra que conserva el embrujo de los ojos moros. Okay, okay. Granada, tu tierra está llena la Virgen Morena, and I don't know what the hell the rest of the song says. Granada, tu tierra está llena de lindas mujeres de sangre y de sol. Granada, your land is full of beautiful beings of blood and sand. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing the lace here. Isn't that wonderful? We're having such a great time. It's so nice to get all these toxins out of me because I become a better painter. It's nice to bitch. That's what a democracy is all about. Listen to me, bitch. It's my turn. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now she's looking absolutely fabulous. I have 3 minutes to go. Yes. Now I need to get some of that, that fluffiness of the white petticoats underneath, and I opened the wrong bottle here. Okay, the fluffiness. Now, which one do I want? I want this kind of like sky blue here. Hold on, it's time for that deep voice again. Hey, I know you guys have faith in me, eh?
All right. Uh-huh. Okay. Where am I going now? All right. Kind of bluish. Yeah, yes. Does that look like petticoats? All right, okay. Now let's get a little bit of violet in there. Yeah, just a little bit of violet, a little bit of violet in there. Okay, just a little bit of violet. All right. All right. Okay, now, isn't that gorgeous? Now,
1 minute and 40 seconds left. And I'll get some white here.
And it's just to do some dabadooyas. See, some petticoat dabadooyas. We need some petticoat dabadooyas. Uh-huh. Yeah, we need some petticoat dabadooyas. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We're just messing around here, okay? 1 minute and 4 seconds, okay. Because she's holding up her dress there. Isn't that cute? She's so cute. Oh, wow. Isn't she gorgeous? Española. Oh, didn't want those dabadooyas. Oh. There. Okay. Oh my God. Now I gotta sign and go. Oh my God, I gotta go. Okay. Oh, can't have time to clean. I gotta get a brand new virgin one, honey. TAli 97. Darlings, remember it's always going to be the canvas, the cameras, and all you wonderful people out there in the suburbs. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMills. Max! This is TAli signing off.
As long as the caretakers, the people, took good care of the pond, the mo'o would make sure that the pond was very reproductive and produced lots of fish. But if you didn't take care of the pond, if you neglected taking care of the pond, or if the chief of the Ahupua'a, where this pond was located, if the chief was stingy or greedy or anything like that, then the story is that the mo'o would take all the fish away and there would be no fish for anyone. So the message there is take care of the pond.